This isn't how I normally start the videos, but this is your foreshadowing. Welcome into day 4. So I attempted to make Santa's trash cookies. What you are about to see is the actual footage of me making these. I think I know where I messed up. I think I know. But enjoy the beautiful disaster. Just know it's coming. This is supposed to have cookies on it. Just keep watching. So not once in my life have I ever claimed to be a baker. All right, I can bake. I am not a baker. I know how to read a recipe and I know how to follow instructions. My ADHD does give me that. So I followed this recipe to a T. To a T. Every line, every dot, I followed it. I did not divert from the plan whatsoever. The beginning stage of this went fine. The creaming of the butter and the sugar and adding in the flour and the eggs, everything went just like it did with the sugar cookies. Everything was fine. And then I took it off the mixer. That was the softest dough I have ever messed with, ever, in the short time that I have been baking. I should have, in that moment, used my judgment and put it in the fridge. But no, the recipe said mix everything in immediately. So that's what I did. I mixed everything in. I should have then put it in the fridge, but no, the recipe said put it on the pan and bake it. So that's what I did. There were a couple other places where I probably should have used my judgment. I should have used a different type of chocolate. That was just what I had in the house. I should have used a kettle chip instead of a regular potato chip, because once these things were baked, I could not find a potato chip in this thing to save my soul. So if you're going to try to redo this, because I'm not touching it again, I recommend a kettle cooked chip. I should have also put it in the fridge before I put them in the oven. Now, it said 350 degrees for 15 minutes. That is what I did. The first go round, I ended up with briquettes. The second time, I put it in 350 degrees for 8 minutes. I ended up with halfway decent looking cookies. The third time, Fred and I, yes, I've named the oven, his name's Fred now. Him and I were actually getting along, so I put them in the oven. I put them in 350 degrees. At 8 minutes, they still looked like dough, so I left them in a little bit longer and I ended up with pancakes. Look, I'm putting the recipe in the description down below. If you want to try to make these, please share the results over on Instagram and tag me. But I'm not touching these again. 3 times. I tried to make these cookies 3 times and got 3 different results. I followed the instructions to a T the first time. I modified the instructions on the second time, followed the instructions on the third time, and ended up with 3 different looking cookies. Yeah, welcome to day 4. It has truly been trashy. The cookies are named appropriately. Not the way I wanted this video to go, but this is the way that it went. Welcome to my reality. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you enjoyed this, come back tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. I know it'll be better tomorrow because I've test run that recipe like 12 times. Now I gotta figure out what to do with this because only one of them looks edible. Also, my dogs are running around. That's the clacking noise. Thanks. Bye.